Flag bearers. This morning we are going to have a chair dedication to a special person in this congregation who passed away this past year, who, since I've been doing the memorial service, Vietnam service, or veteran services, have been the biggest part of it. Today, his National Guard flag that he carried so proudly to everything we have done in this Corps is going to be retired today. At this time, to turn around, I'd like to have Major Francis, please come forward. Stand right here. Richard, can you please bring the National Guard flag to be retired? Lauren Gibbons is saying a couple of verses that were said in 1960 inauguration of one of our greatest presidents, John Fitzgerald Kennedy. I'd like to have everybody, please, if they would, listen to these words by Lauren Gingrich and take them to heart for what happened in the 1960s for our guys who served in Vietnam. Today, they are finally going to be recognized after 40 plus years of a job well done. And be told, welcome home, finally, and get the dedication they so richly deserve that they have fought for this nation.
The boys who fought in Nam passed hand to hand the wishes, the dreams, the hopes of an entire generation, an entire nation sent to war, a score of old men leading all our boys to die. While we watched in horror and pain and grief, the disbelief that we had to lose so many of our boys, their toys barely left behind, their eyes so young, so bright, so full of hope, the fight so long, so sad, the pain so bad, the wounds so deep, until at last our young men sleep in their Maker's arms again. Their names carved in stone, never to come home, never to touch our tears again, lest we never forget, lest we grow old. Our hearts must never be so cold. We must not run and hide. We must remember them, the boys who died. Let it not be in vain. Let us not forget the pain, the cries, the agonies, the braveries, the heroes and the smiles. The time that was so long ago, across so many miles, in a land so bright, so green, caught in a place just in heaven, hope and lies. We must remember still, must promise that we always will, touch their hearts while still we can. Remember, friends, remember, the boys who died, who lived, who cried, the boys who fought in Nam.
Please bow your heads for the saying of the soldier's prayer to Richard Dick Dunning.
Almighty and all-present power, short is the prayer I make to thee. I do not ask in battle hour for any shield to cover me. I ask no help to smite my foe. I seek no petty victory here. The enemy I hate, I know. To thee, dear Lord, are also dear. The vast, unalterable way, for which the stars do not depart, shall not be turned aside to stay the bullets flying to my heart. But this I pray, be at my side when death is drawing through the sky. Almighty God, who also died, teach me the way that I should die.
shall see these present readings to certify in memory of Richard Dick Dunning, United States Army National Guard, have been serving the Armed Forces of America at a time of national emergency and respectfully honored by the Monroe County Board of Commissioners and the Monroe County Board of Veterans Affairs. Service. This country, this nation. God bless you all. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to turn around and welcome our state senator, Mary Scrivello, who I was informed today is not a freshman senator, I apologize. And also our Representative Dave Parker. They're going to be giving out certificates to our veterans. When the veteran's name is called, please stay to your left. Mariel, the floor is yours.
Good morning, and I just want to, first of all, thank the Dunning family for your husbands and your service to our country. And I miss, he's at these events, and he's missed, but he's here. We just don't see him, but he's here. We feel him. And Memorial Day for me is a very special day. And when I see young men and young ladies, the children, the old folks, we know what Memorial Day is all about, but it's so important to continue to have that legacy remembered by the young people in our communities. And this event always has a tremendous amount of young kids. I see them all over the place. That's great. It's great. So I commend the parents and grandparents, and also to all the veterans. Representative Brown and Representative Rader could not be here. There's so many events around the county that we're kind of cut up in. So you got Parker and Scrivello today. But we have a certificate here signed by all four of us. Okay, so Dave is going to call up the names. I'm just going to read one certificate, and it's a certificate of recognition from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania in recognition of your service in the United States Army and for protecting the people of this great nation. We express our unevocable support and appreciation for your sacrifice to preserve the ideals and promises of our country before yourself.
First, we have Bill Canale, U.S. Army.
He's not here.
Bill Cleveland, U.S. Army.
His daughter's got a beautiful voice as well.
Larry Finkel, U.S. Army. Louis Halstead, U.S. Army and U.S. Navy. Bob Hemhauser, U.S. Army. Ron Lesh, U.S. Army. Frank Laskowski, Jr., U.S. Army. Bob Smith, U.S. Army. Jack Schlomer, U.S. Army. Art Pullman, U.S. Air Force. George Lowe, U.S. Air Force. Bob Geis, U.S. Marines.
Where Lucy?
And Jim Rem, U.S. Navy.
Is